How to prep your car for a road trip. Welcome to Mercie J, where compassion and craftsmanship come together. I'm Rick Smith. So first of all, I'd like to start with the understanding that I'm assuming that you take your car in or you service it regularly. So things like brakes, suspension, steering, those are all checked on a regular basis. And assuming that your car is relatively well maintained and that sort of thing, I'll kind of give you what my kind of pre-road trip looks like. So the first thing I do is I take a flashlight and I take a quick look at the belts and hoses. Some cars it's hard to look at either one of those. The visibility's not very great, but I'm looking for any signs of leaks from any hoses, and I'm looking for cracks or fraying in the belts. So if you're looking at those regularly, you might have an idea what you're looking for there. Then next I want to basically check all the fluids that are easy to check. I will check my oil. Now, if you have a European car, you might not even be able to do that because that may be programmed and you may not have a stick. If it has a stick, I'll go ahead and check my transmission as well. I definitely want to make sure that my coolant is full. And then if I can have good access, I look at my brake fluid and my power steering fluid as well. So you'll have to become familiar on your own vehicle on how to check all those things. Your owner's manual is a great resource. So once all my fluids and belts and hoses look okay, then I move on to the battery. I like to grab a hold of the battery cables and try to twist them, make sure that they're tight. Then what I like to do is I like to start the car numerous times. You know, vroom, shut it off. Vroom, shut it off. And what I'm listening for is how quickly it cranks and starts. And if the more times I do it, it starts to slow down and maybe go before it starts, that's time to probably have the battery checked, because I don't want to be out on my trip and, stop in a store or a gas station and then the car doesn't want to start. So that's basically a cheater way of testing battery capacity. So once I've done that check, I do like to put in the car my jumper box, because it's just great to help other people if they're stranded, but also if something does happen and something gets left on and my battery's dead, I got to do that. Just as a little FYI, my wife works with a number of law enforcement officers, and this WeGo is kind of their go-to brand, so that's what I use in my toolbox and at home. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the windshield wiper, because I could be getting into weather that might create some bad visibility, maybe a lot of rain at night or something like that. If I do a gentle tug on the wiper blade, if it tears, I definitely need some new ones. If I've got time, maybe just grab a new set anyway. But one thing I really like to do before I go on every trip is I really do like Rain-X. And I treat my windshield before I go. And I'll tell you, when you're in some really bad weather, boy, does it help your visibility. Okay, so we've got our fluids. We've checked our battery. We've looked at the wiper blades and treated the windshield. We want to check all of the lights. You'd be surprised at how many cars I find that the license plate light bulbs are burned out. That's not going to leave you stranded on your trip, but it might give an officer a reason to pull you over. And none of us wants to get a ticket while we're on vacation, right? So once all our lights are all good, then I want to take a look at the tires. We have a video on how to check tire date codes. So make sure that your tires are fresh, and make sure that the tire pressure is set properly. Now, the proper pressure is listed in the frame of your door on the driver's side, and that's the cold PSI. So that's the pressure that it should be when you first get in the car in the morning. If you've been driving the car and it's later in the day, then you probably want to be 3 or 4 pounds above that. And I'll be honest, a couple of my cars have tire pressure monitor systems, and I'll just scroll through my dash and see what my tire pressures are. And if they're good, I'm good to go. I don't spend the extra time to actually go physically check them. So I hope this gives you a little bit of information on how I personally get ready for a road trip. And I hope you have some wonderful travels during the holidays, because this is right before Thanksgiving as I'm shooting this. And until next time, safe travels and blessings to you.